Hey everybody! Coming in here twice today. All fired up. Give it just a minute here for people to log on because I know it is, what's the date today? The 25th, guys. Wow. So we have 1 week left in the month. 1 week. And I wanted to talk to you guys and give you guys some tips, some little secrets, some tricks on how to hit Success Club the last week of the month. Even if you are at 0 right now, even if you haven't signed up anybody and you haven't gotten anybody started on their health and fitness journey, you absolutely can still do this, all right? This is something that you can literally nail out in a couple of days if you follow these tips and you are willing to put in the work for it. But anyways, I've said so many times before that if you're dead serious about building a business, and I remember when I first became a coach, my upline said to me, okay, Kathy, you have this life that you want to live, you want to be living in 3 to 5 years from now. You want to make sure that you're home with your family and that you don't have to go back to work, and you want to make sure that you don't have to worry about any of the financial piece. You want to be stress-free in that area, and you want to kind of just be able to be living where you want to live, and you want to be able to give back and help out people in your family without having to, worry about certain things. It all boils down to you being able to help 2 to 3 people get started on their health and fitness journey every single month. So I see somebody's on. Give me a thumb up just so I know that you can hear me. I'm going over tips and tricks for hitting Success Club before the month is over. So anyways, he had told me that. He said, listen, if that's the life that you want to live, that sounds super basic, but just focus on helping at least 2 to 3 people get started on their health and fitness journey and hitting Success Club every single month. Oh, it's Mom. I'm giving you tips and tricks, Mom, on how to hit Success Club. So he told that to me and said, if this is the kind of life that you want to live later on down the road, 3 to 5 years from now, then you need to do these basic fundamentals of the business. This is what's going to create momentum and be able to create that life for you that you want to live down the road for your family. So obviously I didn't disagree with this guy because he's really successful. His name is Keith Callahan, and you guys hear me refer to him all the time. So if you have big goals for 2017, and if you truly want 2017 to look different than your 2016, and you really want to finish the year in a different position, right? You want to finish the year in a different place than where you were last month. You're kind of aggravated and pissed off the way that 2016 went. You have to realize that it is literally all in your hands. It is in your control, and it boils down to the work that you're putting into it and the work that you're willing to put into it. Now, I'm going to go over some tips here. Now, because it's the last week of the month, my general rule of thumb is usually to invite 3 to 5 people, right, to be a part of our challenge groups or our support and accountability groups. That's like the bare bones minimum, guys, right, to be able to hit Success Club 5. So that's what I usually say. Now, I give that rule of thumb to people at the beginning of every month. I say at the beginning of every single month, when you sit down to do your power hour, make sure you're inviting at least 3 to 5 people every single day. So that's every single day faithfully for the entire month. If you do that, then you will be able to hit Success Club before the month is over. If you don't, it's because you just were not consistent in that daily vital behavior that actually will build your business. So you need to get real with yourself and really ask yourself, am I sitting down and even doing this in the first place? Second of all, you need to know that even though there's only 1 week left, you can absolutely do that, guys. I've seen people go from 0 to signing up 5 people in 1 day and hitting Success Club 10 because they had their mind right and they said, you know what, I'm doing this. I'm going to have to work a little harder and I'm going to have to invite a little more people, but it's happening. So Step 2, trick and tip number 2 is that you are going to need to really amp up those invites now. So when you sit down to do your power hour for the business, right, I don't want you to do anything else, nothing else except invite and follow up every single day until the month is over. Every waking moment that you have, because trust me guys, I've been in this situation before where I'm like, oh man, I haven't locked in Success Club 10 yet, because that's my goal, my personal goal that I've set since I became a coach, right? And so if that's what you want to do. You got to sit down and you got to spend every waking moment. And that's what I had to do too in the past when I came down to the nitty gritty at the end of every month. Every waking moment was spent behind the scenes inviting people to be a part of the challenge groups. So I am highly encouraging you to do that. All right. You're not going to have time right now, really, guys, to form with people. You don't have time for that. You have to help people get started on their health and fitness journey, actually sign them up and then plug them into a support and accountability groups that you can hit Success Club, right? Because hitting Success Club is the only thing, I hope everybody's hearing me because I feel like I'm beating a dead horse. It's the only thing that is going to build a business for you. The only thing. So if you're not doing that every single month, you're not going to build a stable business. It will not happen. And I'm not going to candy coat things for you because it's not going to help you in any way. You have to do it. It has to be non-negotiable. So amp up those invites. I would highly recommend that you do at least 10 invites now every single day until the end of the month, right? So amp up the invites, at least 10. I mean, I would do more. Like I said, every waking minute that you have available to spend on Beachbody, I would spend it behind the scenes personally in inviting them to be a part of the groups. So amp up the invites, follow up like crazy. So that means go all the way back. If you're like an older coach, you've been doing this for a little while, go way, way, way back to some of your older messages, follow up with all of them, right? Tons of follow-ups. Create a sense of urgency, guys. What that means is when you are now behind the scenes private messaging people, you're not saying like, oh, hey, yeah, I have this support and accountability group starting up in a week. Let me know if you'd like to be added in. No, that's not going to work. No one will ever get back to you that way. You have to say and create a sense of urgency by saying, hey, listen, didn't want you to miss out on this, but my group's kicking off a support and accountability group in a week, and I have one spot left. Do you want me to reserve the spot for you, or should I pass it along? That's going to be in your very first message now, since it's the end of the month. You don't have time to kind of beat around the bush here now and send multiple messages. You need to get right to the point, right? So that's what you're going to do. You're going to create that sense of urgency, and even though you might have more space, obviously, in your groups, by creating that sense of urgency, you're going to be much more likely to hear back from people. So tell people you have one spot left. That's what I do. That's what I've been doing since day one of a coach, and it works really well. You have a much higher response rate. And you know once they get involved in this anyways, they're going to love it. So do that. The next thing you're going to do is you can also, when you're talking to people, if you know they really want to do it, offer an incentive to people, right? Do something to kind of sweeten the deal for people. So you can tell people in that first message, listen, I have one spot left. Let me know if you want me to reserve it for you. I also have a Fixate cookbook that I'm going to be giving especially away to one person. I have one left. You could do that. You could do like anything like an Amazon gift card, a gift card to somewhere or something, just an extra little perk, a special little gift that you think would kind of get them to pull the trigger so that it's more appealing to them, right? To sweeten the deal. You can do that. What else can you do here? You can, guys, phone a family member, all right? There's going to come a time in this business where you're going to have to call on help from other people. You might have to call up your aunt and say, hey, listen, can you help me out? I really need one more person to get started on their health and fitness journey this month, blah, blah, blah. And they're going to sign up. And they're going to get involved in it, and they're going to love it anyways. So it doesn't matter. That's the thing, is that we know that this works, and we know that if people just actually try it, whether it's family member, close friend, or not, you know that they are going to love it, right? So husband, if your husband is not signed up yet, or your spouse, whatever, boyfriend, girlfriend, whoever it is not signed up yet, going right there to one of those people is an immediate, instant 2 to 3 points. If you do the All Access Beachbody On Demand Challenge Pack, which is all I sell now, you will get 3 points. So you literally only need to sign up 2 people. Super simple, guys, right? So you can do that. A good friend, find a good friend, a neighbor, someone you work with, whatever it is, okay, and do those steps. The last thing that you can do is you should all definitely make a challenge group invite on your personal wall. So what this light is, I have this like new light above here on my phone, and it's like blinking like crazy. It's I think it's broken. It's like this little new ring light that I have for my phone to brighten things up, and it's like blinking. It's like strobe lights in my face. Anyways, if you see my eyes bugging out of my head, that's why. So make a challenge group invite on your personal wall. So when you go to do this, you're going to want to definitely use a before and after picture. You're going to want to use either yours or somebody. Do you see it? Is it blinking on my face? That's hilarious. Whoa. Guys, yeah, so anyways, whatever. It's going to be blinking. I don't even care. It's going to keep it interesting. Don't focus on the strobe lights, guys. Focus on what I'm saying. So make that invite and definitely make sure that you use a before and after picture. If you do not have one of yourself, go into the team page, go into the photos section, click on albums, and you will see before and afters of people from the team or past challengers. Ask them if you can use it to promote the challenge group. Post it up there. Talk about what it did for this person, how much they lost, and what it's done for them. And then you are not going to put the price, you are not going to put links to your website or anything like that in this challenge group invite. You're going to tell them exactly what they're going to be getting. You know, if you join this group, you're going to be getting me as your personal coach working with you. You'll be added to our private support and accountability group that's going to be kicking off on Monday, and you're going to be surrounded by a lot of other people who are going to be right there working on the same things, who are going to help motivate you and help you stick with this, so it's impossible to quit with that support. You're going to be getting all the color-coded portion control containers to measure your food in, unlimited nutrition plans. You're going to be getting a shaker cup to carry your superfoods around in, 1 full month of my favorite superfood shake that you can use if you'd like to replace 1 meal a day, and it'll also replace all your vitamins. And you're going to be getting access for an entire year to every single workout program that was ever released, and to any workout program that is released or that will be released in 2017. I have 1 spot left. If you'd like to join my group, or you can say I have 2 spots left, if you'd like to talk more about this, and if you'd like me to reserve you one of these spots, comment below or send me a message. And you're going to make that post, and it's going to be an explicit invite with limited spots, with a specific date of when your group is kicking off. And I would definitely say Monday. I always say the next Monday. That's what I do. And then you're going to see everybody who likes it. And any single person who likes it, you're going to write their names down in your notebook, and then you're going to private message every single one of them. And you're going to say like, hey, Kelly, thanks so much for supporting my before and after photo that I just shared. Aren't the results so awesome? I'm so proud of her, blah, blah, blah. Were you interested in hearing more about my next group that's kicking off in a week? I still have 1 spot left. Let me know if you want me to reserve it for you. All right? And you're going to message every single one of those people that like your post. And you're going to do that. Now, guys, listen. Every single person on this team can hit Success Club in, like, truthfully, a day or 2 if you really put in the work and you put your mind to it. Now, honestly, this is where a little tough love is going to be. Your coach on your team knows if you are doing what it takes to build a business. And it is if you are hitting Success Club or not. We know, right? You can't hide it. And I said this the other day. So if you're not hitting it, it's because you're not consistent. But the good news is that you still have a full month, a full week left where you can really bang out multiple invites and really triple down on them and follow up and really be relentless with this and get it in your mind that I'm making this happen. I don't care if I have to sign up my aunt or if I have to track down a coworker that I'm with every day at my teaching job, whatever it is. It is happening this month. I am not going to miss it. I'm starting. It is the first month of the year, guys. Okay. And if you have big goals for this year, if you have any kind of goals for this year, I mean, if you want this business to be anything for you at all, Jesus, guys, you can't let the first month of the year go by without hitting it. I'm sorry, you cannot. Like, that's not even an option. You have to be literally ruthless about this. You have to sit down every single day now, every spare minute. Don't be spending it, scrolling the news feed and, touching up a fancy post of yours. No. Behind the scenes, invite. I know I'm drilling it into your heads, but that is what it's going to take. And you have to lock it in. Like, it has to happen, guys. If you can't do it the first month of the year, what the heck is going to happen the rest of the year? You can't say like, oh, this month was a warm-up month. No, the warm-up month was last month when you guys were all like, dealing with the stress and everything from Christmas and the holidays and then Thanksgiving. It's a new year. It's time to get to work. We have work to do. And if you're dead serious about this and you want this to actually do something, you do. You have to just put in your mind, it's non-negotiable. I'm making it happen. I don't care what it takes. I don't care. You know what? You're going to get a little less sleep this last week. You're going to have to be up a little bit later. You might not be able to watch that show, guys, that you want to watch on Thursday night like you usually do. You might not be able to go out wherever because this business has to be a priority to you if you really want it to do something for you and your family and change your life. So that was my little pep talk. I hope that the tips helped you guys. Like I said, I have seen people go from 0 to Success Club 10 and sign up 4 or 5 people in literally one day in like a 6-hour span. And it was because they said, I'm doing this. They put their head down. They got to work. They didn't just say, 3 to 5 invites the last week of the month, right? They said, 3 to 5 invites isn't going to cut it. 3 to 5 invites, if you started on day 1 of January and did it every single day, hands down, with no excuses. But yeah, you're doing it, Kelly. It's not going down like this. I love it. It's not going down like this for you. All right. So really, the power is in your hands. Sit down to work. Put on some pumped up music. Okay. Maybe watch a motivational clip on YouTube from Tony Robbins. Get yourself fired up. Sit up straight and tall at your chair. Put a smile on your face and say, this stuff is awesome. This stuff has changed my life and changed so many others. These people need it, and start inviting. So if you're just tuning in now, make sure you go back to the beginning to hear my tips. And good luck, guys. I know you guys can do this. You have a full week. Make it happen. Bye, guys.